Hello everyone, welcome to day 55 of my 77-day video challenge. Today we are going to talk about a topic which I am really learning and I have a lot to learn on that particular thing, and some of the practices what I am going to share I need to put them in practice in my life as well. So let us see what it is all about. It is overcoming procrastination, avoiding procrastination and getting better at getting things done. That is what we want to talk about today. So first I would like to share with you all a few practical ways that how or what we can do in order to overcome procrastination, and last I would like to share with you all some motivation that we can use in order to getting things done very quickly. Okay, let's see. So first, the 5 things what we can do in order to avoid procrastination is, the first thing is all about creating a list, writing it on the paper, like whatever we want to do, instead of keeping them in our mind, that list of things what we need to complete. So just very clearly putting them on paper or creating a list, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, like that, whatever the list is. So putting it on the paper is the biggest thing, and creating our workspace or getting the work tools whatever we need in order to finish those tasks. Like if I want to send some emails, then getting those email addresses ready, or maybe if I am looking for cleaning up the house, then maybe whatever tools I need in getting those things ready, everything. Idea is we do not want to stop in between in search of those tools whatever we need in order to complete that job. So that's why getting our desk ready or setting up the things also ready in order to get us going, that is one thing. And then second thing is all about, we wrote the list, right? So we want to see whether starting from a smallest task or biggest task, whatever is at that moment right to us. So maybe I will think like, hey, this is a very small task, let me finish this first, at least I will do one of the items done in my to-do list. Or maybe I have some time, I want to do the biggest task first, so that will take me out of that number of things, and then I can move on with the remaining small tasks. Whatever it is, choose that, whether small or big. Start with something small, like as I said again, if I want to clean up my whole house, then maybe starting with one room at one time, or one shelf, or one desk, whatever it is, just starting with something small, that will keep us going and that will bring up the momentum, and it will help us going forward as well. That is the second thing. And third one is all about working on the most unpleasant, or working on the task which brings us fear and anxiety in our day. For example, there are some tasks which if we push them, the fear will keep building or anxiety will keep building, and we don't want that unnecessary negative emotions in our life, right? So morning first thing out of our way, we want to push it out and then let the go more peacefully. So did you hear about that book called Eat That Frog by Mr. Brian Tracy? First, when I heard about that book, I didn't understand what is this eating that frog. Why do one want to eat a frog? So it is all about finding your most unpleasant or that fearful task and doing it right in the door, right in the morning, right in the first thing in the morning, so that it will give you enough motivation, enough time to work on your remaining things peacefully. That is what a third thing is all about. Fourth one is setting aside some time, like for example 15 minutes at 10:15, 15 minutes at 2 p.m. or 3:15 p.m., something like that. Just setting aside some prescribed time in order to finish those tasks will help us, or will tell us, our mind, that hey, in that particular time you are going to work on those tasks. So setting aside some defined time will help us to go with our tasks. That is fourth one. And then last but not least is, this is a big one, don't go for perfection. So we think like sometimes we avoid doing the task thinking that if I give more time, then I will make it perfect. So that's why I need more enormous amount of time to do the task. So instead of that, we should cultivate a mindset, first let me get the task done. In fact, if I have more time, then I will make it perfect. Then I will spend more time in order to make it in whichever way I want. So don't go for perfection. That is the fifth practical way. So these are the 5 things what we can consider, or the practical ways to avoid procrastination. So first thing is making a clear list, and second thing is working from that list, whether the small task or a big task. Third is attempting the most unpleasant one, and fourth is setting aside some time, and fifth one is all about not going for the perfection. These are the practical ways. Now let me share some motivation. This is what I really loved. I thought like I will implement in my day-to-day life as well. So first thing is, what they say is, set up some worthwhile goals. Like whatever the list we are creating or whatever we want to work on, we want to create a worthwhile goal, meaning that will excite us, that will give us some motivation. Hey, I want to do this, I don't want to push it out, I want to do this. So set aside that goal, a worthwhile goal, which will really inspire us, motivate us to keep going. And second thing is visualizing the task has already complete or the goal achieved, meaning we can imagine that for that contentment, that satisfaction, that success, achievement, whatever we'll feel once we achieve the task. So imagining ourselves, so that will help us, that will motivate us. Oh my, I really want to feel that feeling, whatever I will once after completing this task. So visualization. And third one is all about affirmations. That means saying to ourselves, we all might have heard that Nike's quote, right? Just do it. Instead of just do it, we want to tell to ourselves, do it now, do it now, do it now. We want to make it that as a mantra, like to complete the task, do it now. That should be our go-to statement whenever we want to finish any of the tasks. And fourth one is setting deadlines and sharing it with the world. I want to finish so and so task in 3 months or 6 months, 8 months, whatever it is. So we have that, I won't say pressure, but at least a motivation that we have committed to something, so we want to complete it now. So that is setting a deadline. Last but not least, for the motivation part, this is the best one, and I really use it in my life as well. That is rewarding yourself for completion of a task. Like for example, some silly things what I might do as well, funny things or crazy whatever, browsing the YouTube, or going through my phone, spending time on social media or watching some shows, or that kind of things. Maybe they're not worthwhile, or maybe they're not like giving some productive or whatever, but just for fun. But when I do those things, sometimes it makes me feel guilty. Hey, you have so many other things what you have to finish, but you are doing these things. So what I will do is, before doing such things, I'll finish one task, I'll finish whatever I need to finish. Then I'll tell myself, once after I complete this task, I'll go and spend 5 minutes on that social media, or 10 minutes on that, or maybe something if I want to eat, then that particular maybe ice cream or a cupcake or a chocolate, whatever it is, before that I will tie it to one of the tasks. If I finish this, then I'm getting that reward, I'm going and doing that thing. So I'll enjoy, instead of feeling guilty, I'll enjoy that refreshment, or maybe that time on social media platform, whatever it is, without guilt. That is my way of motivating myself to get things done. It seems rewarding yourself will also help us to create positive habits. That is what I learned as well. So when you keep some reward for yourself, that if I finish this, or if I do this habit, if I work out every day, maybe I'll get this. So if you tie it to a reward, it will really help us to create more positive habits also in our life. So those are my things, friends. I hope it gave you some thoughts, or it give you some tips in order to avoid that procrastination. It is, believe me, it is very prominent in my life also. I deal with it. Sometimes I want to finish things, I keep it towards end of the thing, that next moment I have to finish it. Sometimes I do that, but sometimes I use some of these practices to motivate me to keep going, to keep going, and even completing them as well. If you have any other tools, if you have any other practices that you follow in your life in order to avoid procrastination or get things done quickly, please do share with us. We would love to implement them in our life as well. I hope you enjoyed this session. I will see you all in my next. Thank you.